Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name is D-Shot, and today I am here to be rude. I am here to be an asshole to DC fans all over the world. Whoever watches this video, you might not like this video, but I'm only talking out loud. This may be rantish in certain senses, but I have just, after Blue Beetle has just come out, the movie's doing terrible. It's projected to not even make 200 mil, which is literally the bare minimum, which the movie has to make over 200 mil to even break even. It's looking like it might not even cross. It's looking like it might end at like 150. This movie will bomb. It will be a loss. They're already looking to put it out on Blu-ray. They're already talking about putting it out on digital. They're already talking about it. And you know what? I've kind of poked fun at the movie. I posted that video up pointing out that the movie is essentially Ant-Man. When you really take it step by step, you're like, wow, this movie really is Ant-Man. The movie, I've said a bunch of crap about the movie, but at the end of the day, I am a Blue Beetle fan, and I was very happy to see this character put on screen. I was a big fan of the actor who they cast as Blue Beetle. Loved him in Cobra Kai. And George Lopez was hilarious in this. So at the end of the day, I'm still happy I got to see Blue Beetle on the big screen. At the end of the day. But it's really, after what happened with Blue Beetle, particularly Blue Beetle, it's kind of occurred to me that someone's pointed this out before. John Campion has also pointed this out. Not a single DC film has made over $400 million since 2018. Or at least a DCEU film. The only movie that has made money is The Joker and The Batman. Both of those movies are Elseworld movies. Both of those movies aren't actual in-universe movies. And The Batman technically underperformed. It did great. It made money. It broke even, and it made money, and it was profitable. So they can go push out with the sequels. But Batman made in the mid 700s. That movie was supposed to be in the 900s. It's a Batman movie, dude. That movie's supposed to push a lot. And kind of got me wondering, we're sitting here talking about James Gunn. We're all excited about James Gunn. We're all excited about this thing. And we keep talking about James Gunn's plan. And it's funny, I keep seeing all this stuff come out about Guardians, about how he's done with Guardians, he wanted to do this and do that. But it occurred to me, in the midst of all the shit we've been talking about, are we sure audiences around the world are going to show up to actually support any of these new DC movies? I know people don't want to hear this, but there's a chance, not a big one, but a chance, James Gunn might be coming back to the MCU sooner than you think. It might, it's probably not going to happen. Well, I hope it doesn't happen, because I love James Gunn, and I hope he can create something over at DC. As much shit as I talk about DC and Marvel, I still love DC. I know a lot about DC. I love Justice League. I love the character Blue Beetle. I posted up earlier today. There are 3 characters I always wanted to see on the big screen. Static Shock, The Question, and Blue Beetle. So clearly, yeah, I know DC, and I enjoy DC. But the thing is, I'm sitting here looking, and I'm like, every movie they have put out has bombed. Shazam! They put out 4 movies this year and all of them bombed. That's crazy. Meanwhile, don't think I haven't noticed. Everyone's been hammering the MCU, hammering them. They're like, Ant-Man is was one of the worst comic book films of all time, right? Then why the fuck did Ant-Man make more than every single DC movie released this year? That's how bad it is. Marvel's worst is still doing better than every DC movie that came out. So when I sat back and thought about this, I'm like, yo, there ain't no guarantee people are gonna come out and support this Superman movie. There's no guarantee they're gonna support this universe. And because from what I'm seeing, people can't really disassociate old DC from new DC. I don't think people can. You have to understand, most people can't tell the difference between Marvel and DC alone. And you think they can tell the difference between James Gunn's universe and that old universe that they hate? I don't know. I don't know if that's a guarantee or not. And the DC brand may be a bit tainted. I honestly think the DC brand could do with a Star Wars break and wait for people to forget, because they're still pumping out movies and movies that are, and they still got Aquaman to put out, which now we're hearing they're gonna dump that shit out too, and that movie's probably gonna bomb too. So it's gonna be really hard for audiences to just shift to a new universe after you just release multiple movies in this old shit they didn't like. So I'm just curious about how that's gonna go. And I really feel like no one's really thought about it. That it doesn't actually matter the quality of the films James Gunn's put out. And I feel like if people argue with me, they're gonna argue about quality. And I just get this feeling that it doesn't really matter the quality that he puts out because audiences are just soured on the DC universe. If audiences are soured on Marvel, I can't imagine how they're gonna feel about the DC, imagine how they feel about DC. So I just wanted to put that question out there. I just want to present it to people, you know, just a food for thought. That there is a chance that no matter how good James Gunn does with these films and movies and stuff, that it is not going to get support from the audiences because there's still a bitter Zack Snyder-sized shit that they remember smelling, and they're like, we don't want to go back to that shit ever again. And I just get the feeling that there is a chance, I don't think so, but there is a chance that things may not go how people want, and it might be a tragedy, and James might end up coming back to Marvel. I'm just saying, that's a chance. I don't think so, but it is a chance in the world, man. It is a chance in the world because, like, it is crazy when you look at these. Only 2 movies since 2018 have even made over 100 mil. I mean, over 400 mil. And none of those movies involve any of the movies in universe. That's just crazy, man. 4 movies in 1 year bomb? I've never seen that before. Even Marvel movies haven't done that. Like I said, Ant-Man and Ant-Man Quantumania is the worst, people will say is the worst Marvel movie. It's statistically, it's like around with, but even all the Marvel movies made over 400 at least. So it is a little, and it's not COVID anymore. So there's no excuse for all these bombs this year. Yeah, fucking Mario Brothers and Barbie with like $1.3 billion. There ain't no excuse for a bomb right now. If you're a big movie, no excuses for a bomb. That's why Ant-Man got hammered so hard. And, you know, and it's just crazy. Like, DC, they pumped out so many bombs now that we're just expecting that. And when you have audiences expecting bad things, I just feel like there's a chance it's gonna rub off it's gonna rub off on the new world, and the new world might die before it ever even gets started. And I just wanted to put that out there as a possibility, something that occurred to me, especially after looking at the results of Blue Beetle, a movie that while I wasn't a fan of, Blue Beetle came out 10 years ago, same movie, it would have been a hit. It would have made like $400-500 million and been a hit. So if a movie like that, that's a crowd pleaser, can't make money, I don't know, man. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. But anyways, thank you guys for joining the Conquer Movie Show. Please comment below and let me know. What do you think? Do you think the audience will come to see the new DC universe? Because evidence is showing that, because I don't think they can differentiate. I think us as comic book fans and us as movie fans and stuff, we are giving the audience a lot more credit. They don't know the difference, dude, and I'm not sure they will be able to know the difference. They might shiv these movies too, no matter how great they are, which will be sad, which will suck, because I got a good feeling that James Gunn can make some good movies, especially a Superman movie. But if nobody comes and sees it, I mean, look at Suicide Squad, one of the best superhero movies of all time. Ain't nobody coming to see that shit though. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys again. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.